Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to T O'Clock here on Law School Space Show. Here we talk about the top trending topics that has been trending on social media. If you're a new person in this page, make sure you've hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, and any story that you are going to talk about here today on this episode, make sure you comment and just give your thought, because we are a community and we like just giving our opinions on different topics that we talk here on Law School Space Show. Right? Currently, there's a lot of conversation that are very controversial topics and conversation that is happening on social media concerning marriage, especially this video which was circulating online of women who are crying. I think it was in church and they were in a dressing like wedding dress and they were really crying, lamenting. So from what you see from that video is that these women were crying because they wanted marriage. Like, they were crying to God, lamenting and putting a lot of effort because it seems like they were praying to get married. But the comment section was something crazy. Someone wrote somewhere that Gen Z, the only thing that they fear is pregnancy and marriage. And the comment section really proved, especially these are the top liked comments from that video, and you could really tell from these comments is that a lot of people, they're not really interested in marriage. Someone was also saying, like, I wish you could bring like this order for us to get money. Anyway, apart from that, from what you've read from the caption down below, we are talking about different marriages that of our celebrities, and we are trying to relate, for example, on a video to Leon of women crying and again crying for marriage, and we are still seeing stories of people cheating. From nurse Judy, but ile story yake cheating with Murugi Munyi, his husband, is still coming up. Also, Eli Mwenda anakuja kuwa exposed that he was cheating to Trina Njoroge with Claudia Naisabwa, the media host. I'm going to talk about all that here today on this show. So first of all, let's talk about Eli Mwenda. Eli Mwenda. If you're a big fan of Eli Mwenda, there was this time that Eli Mwenda posted that he was like attacked during a concert. Now, Trina Njoroge recently was on live and tried to explain every breakup story that on how their relationship with Eli Mwenda was, saying that the relationship that they had with Eli Mwenda was toxic, and whatever Eli Mwenda portrays on his podcast is not what he thinks or what people think he is. So he gave an instant. Actually, they went and posted out on Reddit. On Reddit you won't know who posted those things. So these stories are coming up now after those Reddit posts leaked, and it was known that one, it was Eli Mwenda, and another one, it was Trina Njoroge. So for example, this one are Reddit that it's claimed that it was from Eli Mwenda. Eli tried to describe the ordeal, what happened during that concert that led to him being alipigwa manze during that concert. So what happened is that during that concert, alienda kusalimia a babe that been seeing each other on Instagram, only to note that bila kujua that this babe has someone else in that concert. So alienda approach this according to the Reddit post, which we assume that it's Eli Mwenda who was writing it, is that the babe had accepted to go with him home, only to later to realize that this babe had the boyfriend. So the boyfriend alipiga Eli mangumi, and that's why we had this story here on social media that Eli was like alipigwa at a concert. So he approached a babe who was with the babe, who had her babe, so alipigwa. So this also all story is coming also from Trina Njoroge, the babe who was the ex-girlfriend wa Eli Mwenda. So a backstory: Trina Njoroge had an ectopic pregnancy. You can correct me if I pronounced it wrongly. So she tried to explain why she had mbona your ball ilitoka. She's saying she was very stressed. Eli Mwenda was making her go through a lot of things, and he was giving an ordeal whereby Eli Mwenda, there was time that she had to sleep in the car because of those tantrums alikuwa natusiwa and all kind. Like during the moment that she was carrying the pregnancy, Eli Mwenda was not with her during that moment. In fact, that moment is the time that they had all these quarrels. They could fight, and Eli Mwenda the next day could go and sleep with someone else. And now let's talk about this Reddit post. Now the first Reddit post we were talking about ilikuwa ya Eli Mwenda. Now Trina Njoroge also came and gave out a Reddit post. Aliandika kitambo before akuja sasa live akuja ongelea historia ya Eli Mwenda. Kitambo alikuwa ameandika Reddit post, so iko pale. So alikuwa anapeana kushow like this is a story that I told kitambo kabisa. So this alikuwa anasema from this point that ex girlfriend wa like the ex boyfriend wa this host mwenye Eli Mwenda alicheat with, alikuja akaanza kumwambia all about the girl. So in this context, we are saying that this girl who is being referred here is the media personality Claudia Naisabwa. And by this time, what we are alleging is that this time Trisha Khalid was telling this story, Claudia Naisabwa was dating Kerry Martin. You remember there was this time that Kerry Martin was on an interview and she said she was dating a Kenyan baddie, and this Kenyan baddie was sleeping with politicians, with women. Trina Njoroge is coming giving the same narrative. That's why us on social media we're like, mwenye Trisha Njoroge is talking about ni Claudia Naisabwa. So anasema that Kerry Martin, the ex boyfriend wa the girl Eli Mwenda alicheat with, alikuja akamfungulia the story about that girl alikuwa anamcheza with one woman, akamcheza with politicians. And now Trisha Khalid is bringing this story because Trina Njoroge, why am I calling Trisha Khalid? Oh sorry, Trina Njoroge is bringing all this story because now yeye alisema Eli Mwenda alicheat with a 21-year-old media personality. It just clicked, and a lot of people just clicked that this was Claudia Naisabwa, and that's what made them go into a breakup, because according to Trina Njoroge is that their relationship was not healthy as the way Eli Mwenda portrays on how he relates with people or a relationship on the podcast. Kwa ground vitu ni different sana, and I'm telling you, this is the same marriage that kuna watu other people out there, they are crying on video on in church to have. Now let's now talk about, even apart from now your drama yote Eli Mwenda, Claudia Naisabwa being brought up, Kerry Martin, there is also this cheating story about Murugi Munyi and Nurse Judy. And I think by now Nurse Judy is like, her claim to fame is her sleeping with Murugi Munyi husband and even coming to tell the story online. So if you don't know about this story, I'm here to explain to you. So kaki tako and listen to me. So what happened is that a friend of Nurse Judy went to Blogger and leaked that Nurse Judy has been sleeping with Zach. Who is Zach? Zach is Murugi Munyi husband. All right. So Murugi Munyi also was on the comment section on the DM ya bwana ya Nurse Judy. You know Nurse Judy by this time, it was during the corona times. So during these corona times, it's the time that these case came up, whereby now Murugi Munyi, it said that Murugi Munyi alikuwa ameenda kwa page ya Nurse Judy and found where Nurse Judy had tagged the husband. She went and DM'd the husband and borrowed the number and told all the ordeal. But now who came to leak these things on bloggers is a friend of Nurse Judy mwenye alikuja akapeana all the screenshots and everything that happened. So this case it led a lot of issues, because it even made Nurse Judy break with the husband, of which right now as we are speaking they're back together. So waliachana, that's like 2020 2021, waliachana for like 1 year. They came back together in 2022. Again another case, Nurse Judy akafaced with another cheating scandal, then they had to break up again. So now with this moment after scandal ya Nurse Judy cheating, Zach sleeping with Nurse Judy. Also, according to Nurse Judy, is saying that her husband then was also cheating with other women. But now the story that you're talking about this episode is that this time that Nurse Judy was like aliko break, so Nurse Judy had to move to the United States and the husband moved to the TZ. So there was that separation of distance and they had separated, like walikuwa wameachana. So this period waliachana, kumbe the house help, ule mfanyikazi walikuwa pamoja when they were staying together, they started having a relationship na huyu bwana ya Nurse Judy. So by the time Nurse Judy was in America, the husband was having a relationship with the house help mwenye aliachwa huko. So Nurse Judy anasema that the house help alikuwa anampeanga the updates on how the home iko, on how the man mwenye aliachana na yeye venye inaendelea. So Grace, the lady is called Grace, the house help now mwenye ametake the position ya Nurse Judy after wameachana na the husband. So Grace, according to Nurse Judy, is saying that Grace alikuwa anampeanga information that the husband is still cheating, is still sleeping with his Tanzania women, only for her to come to realize that Grace was telling her that so that she can still stay away from the husband of which Grace right now she is dating, which formerly was like the boss. Now and only like the the wife of the house. So, shock on you, they got a baby together. Now, Grace and the house help without Nurse Judy knowing. Now, after some years, they came and recollected themselves and they came and decided to now come back together and date again. That's now when Nurse Judy came to realize that the husband has a child with Grace, the house help. Which she was saying that at first ilikuwa very ngumu for her to accept it, but later ilibidi tu accept it and she had to go through it. Now, why is this story bringing online? Why is it coming online? People are still now talking about it and it's now creating controversy. There was this time that the story, Nurse Judy was posting the baby and watu walikuwa Nurse Judy hatujakuona na mimba anytime soon. Did you get a surrogate mother, or huyu mtoto ametoka hapi because anafanana na your husband? So that's why Nurse Judy had to come out and give out this story. Some things that I came to realize about Nurse Judy is that Nurse Judy talks a lot the same way as Murugi Munyi. And I was watching the interview of Murugi Munyi being interviewed with Lynn, and she was talking about the cheating thing. She said Murugi Munyi was saying her husband going to cheat with Nurse Judy just shows it. She never used this exact word, but it just shows that the husband likes thick babe. Apart from even thick babe, the way Murugi Munyi likes to overshare, Ata Nurse Judy ana overshare just the same as Murugi Munyi. So it seems like Zach has a taste of women who are thick and they'll talk a lot. I don't know what you guys think about this story. Other people are crying for marriage, but on the other side, we are seeing a lot of marriage scandal, a lot of crazy things happen, especially Nurse Judy unachana na mtu only to come back unakuta ni your house help, ule mwenye ulikuwa you're paying right now, she is like your co-wife. So dunia uzunguka, sometimes tables turn around. I don't know what you guys think about this story that you're talking about, from Claudia Naisabwa being called out with cheating with Eli Mwenda while Eli Mwenda was dating Trina Njoroge, from now Nurse Judy saying that kuangusha mamlakani with just house help. Though right now they are back with their husband again. Right now they're celebrating 12 years in marriage, full of scandals, full of cheating. But who are we to say? We are not in marriage, so we can't talk about it a lot. Maybe that's why some people are in church trying to cry and just want kuelewa. I don't know what you guys think. Feel free to give in your comment on the comment section down below and follow for more tea.